I wanted to do an example in Desmos so you can understand how this program works. And this is the program you're going to be using to do your projects. So I signed into Desmos. It's free. You don't need to pay for it. And I went into the graphing calculator. Now I'm going to put some fictitious data in here. So you click the plus sign and hit table. And my X values, I'm going to put 0 through 5. Then my Y values, I'm going to put 87, 72, 71, 68, 45, and 33. Now, if you go over to your graph, you can use the plus and minus buttons to zoom in and out, or you can go to graph settings and actually change your x-axis and your y-axis. So I know my largest value on my y is 87. So I'm just going to put that up to 100. And then you can see the data graphed on your graph. Then you're going to input the equations for your curves exactly how they are in the screenshot in the instructions for the project. So if you go into Canvas, into the assignments, you're not going to be able to copy and paste because I took screenshots, but you want to type in your equations exactly as I wrote them here. So the first one is y1 tilde m x1 plus b. So y1 tilde m x1 plus b. So the tilde in Desmos serves as an equal sign, and then the y1 has to be the same as the y1 in the chart. So if your y in the chart says y sub 2, you're going to put y2. Same thing here. X1 has to be the same in this equation. And then it tells you what your slope is and what your y-intercept is. So when I'm stating what my equation is for my line, my equation is y equals negative 10.1143x plus 87.9524. So it gives you your coefficients that you need to use for your equation. The next equation I'm going to do is this exponential equation, y1 tilde ab to the x1. y1 a b to the x1. And I use the little caret to put x1 in the exponent. And again, it tells you what a is and it tells you what b is. So you can write out what your exponential equation is. The third equation is the degree 9. So y1 equals a9 x1 9 plus a8 x1 to the 8th plus a7 x1 to the 7th plus a6 x1 to the 6th, a5 x1 to the 5th, a4 x1 to the 4th, a3 x1 to the 3rd, a2 x1 squared, a1 x1, a0. And then it gives you your degree 9 equation. And you can also click these little circles to remove the line. Like right now, it's hard to see the graph for my degree 9 equation. So if I remove linear and the exponential, you can better see what's happening with that graph. And then you can just click the circles to put them back. And again, this gives you your coefficients. It tells you what A9 is, A8, A7, etc., etc. So these are the numbers that you will plug into your equation when I ask you what is the equation for the degree 9, the exponential, or the linear. And then there's additional questions that you're going to answer regarding your graph. So again, if you have any questions or if you're having trouble making Desmos works, please reach out to me. The most common issue I see is that students don't put these equations in exactly as seen, so make sure you're very careful as you're typing them out. Also make sure your variables x1 and y1 are the same as in your chart, as in your table. So if your table is x sub 1, y sub 1, those have to be the variables for all your equations. If your table is x sub 0, y sub 0, then x0, y0 are used in your equation. So it has to match. Otherwise, it's not going to know to reference your table.